Did you know Hurricane Milton became a Category 4 in just days? Wow, that's terrifying. How does that even happen so fast?
So, Jennifer, have you ever experienced a severe storm yourself?
Actually, I haven't, but I'd love to hear about yours, Daniel.
A few years ago, I was visiting my hometown when one hit.
What was that like? I can't imagine.
The wind was so strong the whole house shook constantly.
Oh my goodness, that sounds absolutely terrifying.
Trees were bending and rain poured down in sheets everywhere.
How long were you without power?
We lost electricity for 3 full days. Can you believe it?
3 days? That must have been incredibly difficult.
We relied on candles and flashlights the entire time.
You really do take electricity for granted until it's gone.
Exactly. Hurricane Milton brings all those memories flooding back for me.
It's been such a major event lately, hasn't it?
Absolutely. It's impacted so many people's lives across multiple states.
That's why I think we should talk about it today.
Great idea. We can learn new vocabulary about hurricanes, too.
Perfect. Our friend Charlotte will break down key words for us.
So let's dive into Hurricane Milton itself. Quite a storm, right?
It's been one of the most powerful we've seen recently.
It started as a small tropical disturbance off West Africa.
Really? Just a cluster of thunderstorms at first?
Exactly. It moved over warm Atlantic waters, which is crucial.
Why is warm water so important for hurricanes?
Warm ocean water is like fuel for these massive storms.
It provides the energy they need to strengthen.
Yes. As Milton traveled westward, it gained serious strength rapidly.
How strong did it actually become? It intensified into a Category 4 hurricane with winds of 130 to 156 miles per hour.
That's incredibly powerful. Can you even imagine that?
It's like a constant roaring jet engine outside your window.
Both fascinating and absolutely terrifying at the same time.
Meteorologists, the weather scientists, monitored its development very closely.
What were they looking at specifically?
Satellite images showed the storm's eye becoming more defined.
Why is that important?
That's a sign the hurricane is strengthening significantly overall.
Makes sense. The eye is the calm center, right?
Yes, surrounded by the eye wall with the most intense weather.
So where did forecasters predict it would go initially?
They thought Milton might curve north and miss land entirely.
But that didn't happen, obviously.
No, atmospheric conditions changed and it shifted toward the coast.
That must have been alarming for people living there.
Absolutely. Coastal communities had to prepare and act very fast.
When I think about the impact, it's hard to comprehend everything.
The scale of destruction is just almost unimaginable, isn't it?
So many homes were badly damaged in affected areas.
It wasn't just homes either, though.
Power lines were knocked down everywhere, leaving thousands in darkness.
For how long were they without electricity?
Many people were without power for multiple days straight.
And I imagine roads were blocked too?
Yes, debris made rescue efforts even more difficult.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. Were there loss of life involved?
Yes, sadly lives were lost, and that's the painful part.
Our thoughts are definitely with everyone going through this.
Absolutely. We can't forget the environmental toll either.
What kind of environmental damage are we talking about?
Wetlands, wildlife habitats, all severely disrupted by the storm.
That damage goes deeper than what we see visually.
Exactly. It's going to take years for nature to recover.
But despite everything, there's been inspiring community response.
The emergency response teams have been absolutely incredible, truly.
What exactly did they do?
Local authorities issued evacuation orders before the storm even arrived.
That saved a lot of lives, I'm sure.
For those who don't know, evacuation means leaving homes for safety.
Many people found shelter in government-set facilities?
Yes, set up by government agencies and various charities.
And the emergency teams worked non-stop?
They've been working around the clock without stopping.
That's remarkable dedication under such pressure. Rescue teams used boats and helicopters to reach stranded people.
That's amazing work. Truly inspiring.
And volunteers came from all over the country to help.
That shows real community spirit right there.
It definitely does. These moments show people's true strength together.
But some concerns were raised about preparedness plans?
Yes, some areas didn't receive warnings in time, unfortunately.
There's definitely room for improvement then.
Communication is absolutely key in these types of situations.
So, what about the bigger picture with climate change? Scientists say climate change is making hurricanes much more intense.
How is that connected exactly?
Rising ocean temperatures provide more fuel for powerful storms.
And rising sea levels make storm surges worse?
Exactly. It's a dangerous combination we're dealing with. This feels like a wake-up call for everyone.
It absolutely is. We need to take climate change seriously.
What can average people actually do about it?
Even small actions like reducing energy use really help.
Recycling more and supporting renewable energy too?
Yes, small choices add up over time significantly.
So it's about making responsible decisions now.
For the future safety and well-being of everyone involved. As we talked about Milton, I kept thinking of survivors.
The bravery and resilience shown has been truly inspiring.
People stayed behind to care for others during the storm.
That kind of selflessness is remarkable, isn't it?
Rescuers helped families trapped in their flooded homes.
And volunteers organized support for displaced people.
That community spirit helps get people through tough times.
Everyone pitching in shows the power of compassion.
But we can't ignore the economic damage either.
How bad is the financial impact?
Rebuilding after this will take an incredibly long time.
Many businesses have been destroyed completely.
Yes, shops, restaurants, all struggling to get back on their feet.
And employees lost their jobs with no income.
Exactly. Insurance companies are overwhelmed with claims.
What about people without insurance?
That's heartbreaking. They're in even worse financial situations now. Property values have plummeted in affected areas too.
The recovery will take so much patience and resilience.
Years of work and community support will be needed. How has the media covered all of this?
It's been nonstop updates, photos, and videos everywhere. That keeps people informed and connected, which is good.
But there's been misinformation spreading too, right?
Yes, it's easy to spread false information online quickly.
People need to verify facts before sharing anything.
Absolutely. Check sources before you repost anything at all.
Overall, the media brought needed attention to affected areas.
And the public response has been incredibly generous and warm.
Donations and supplies are pouring in from everywhere.
It's heartwarming seeing such kindness during times of crisis.
People are truly capable of so much compassion.
So, what lessons can we learn from Hurricane Milton?
Better emergency planning is definitely one key lesson.
The response was admirable, but could we have done more?
Were there enough shelters for everyone who needed them?
Did people have the right information early enough? Evacuation orders came late in some places, didn't they?
Yes, and people didn't always know where to go safely.
Clear evacuation routes and plans save lives, absolutely.
Infrastructure improvement is another critical lesson we've learned.
Like what? Can you give specific examples?
Stronger buildings, better flood defenses, improved drainage systems.
That would prevent widespread destruction like we saw.
Coastal areas especially need to resist storm forces better.
If we strengthen homes, roads, power grids, less damage.
Early warning systems need improvement, and better communication too.
Technology has improved, but gaps in communication still exist.
Getting information to people quickly can save lives.
Education campaigns about storm preparation are essential too.
People need to know how to respond appropriately beforehand.
Climate change seems to be making hurricanes stronger, though. Yes, scientists say it's contributing to increased intensity.
Warmer ocean temperatures and rising sea levels are factors.
If we don't address climate change, expect more hurricanes.
It's definitely a wake-up call we must take seriously.
We all have a role in protecting our planet.
Even small individual actions can actually make a difference.
Reducing energy use, recycling, supporting renewable energy sources.
It's about responsible choices, protecting future generations.
That's a collective responsibility we all share together. I hope we learn from this and prepare better.
It's critical for everyone's safety and well-being overall.
We owe future generations a safer, more resilient world.
Absolutely. Let's bring Charlotte in for vocabulary now.
Charlotte will explain key words and phrases from today.
This will really help expand everyone's English vocabulary skills.
Thank you, Charlotte. Please break down important terms for us. Hurricane means a powerful storm with strong winds. Tropical disturbance is a weather system with organized thunderstorms. Storm surge means abnormal water rise from storms. Meteorologists are scientists who study weather and climate patterns.
The eye of the hurricane is the calm center.
The eye wall surrounds the eye with intense weather.
Atmospheric conditions describe the state of atmosphere around us.
Unimaginable means impossible to think of or comprehend fully.
Showed no mercy means extremely severe without compassion.
Displaced means forced to leave one's home by disaster.
Toll means cost or damage from something like disaster.
Bounce back means recover from a difficult setback situation.
Evacuation means moving people from danger to safety.
Rescue teams are groups trained to save others.
Wake-up call is an event alerting us to problems.
Selflessness means concern for others before yourself, always.
Economic toll is the financial damage from disasters.
Plummeted means to fall or drop very sharply.
Resilience means ability to recover from difficulties.
Power outages are periods without electrical power available.
Working around the clock means working day and night.
Stranded means left in a helpless, difficult situation.
Debris means scattered remains or broken material afterward.
That wraps up today's episode on Hurricane Milton.
We hope you found it interesting and useful overall.
Don't forget to download our PDF with vocabulary notes.
Please leave feedback and subscribe for future episodes.
Keep practicing your English and stay curious always.
Thank you for tuning in to our show today. Until next time, keep leaping toward your English goals.
Your progress continues when you watch our next video.